Well, we are just 20 days away from the 2020 presidential election.
President Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden both out in force, hitting key states, trying to win over voters as millions of Americans already cast their ballots. Here's ABC's Rena Roy.
It's the home stretch of one of the most contentious presidential elections in U.S. history. President Trump, fresh off his COVID-19 diagnosis, not wearing a mask, throwing out face coverings to his supporters in Pennsylvania, even taking a poll of who's also had the virus.
Who's had it? Yeah, a lot of people, Well, you're the people I want to say hello to because you're right now immune.
But scientists warn a person's immunity after contracting COVID-19 is still unknown. Dr. Anthony Fauci says the president is sending the wrong message, saying, quote, because he is such a visible figure, it amplifies some of that misunderstanding that people have that it's a benign disease. More than 215,000 Americans have died since the pandemic began, according to Johns Hopkins University. Trump is down in the polls. The latest ABC News Washington Post poll says 54% of likely voters are for Biden and just 42% for Trump. It also shows Biden with a 62 to 34% lead among suburban women. With just 20 days until final votes are in, the president pulling out all the stops with a desperate plea directly to that group of voters.
So can I ask you to do me a favor? Suburban women, will you please like me?
Meantime, Biden campaigning in the battleground state of Florida, making a pitch to seniors, a key voting group.
Well, he throws super spreader parties at the White House where Republicans hug each other without concern to the consequences. How many of you have been unable to hug your grandkids in the last 7 months?
More than 11 million votes have already been cast across the U.S., which is about 10% of the total turnout of the last election. In Texas and Georgia, people are waiting up to 8 hours in line in some areas, already breaking voter turnout records. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.